Alright guys, so today we're going to be reviewing the 80-20 principle by Richard Koch. The secret to achieving more with less. Not actually a pretty sick book when it comes to productivity and actually doing much less to achieve much more. Alright, so this book is specifically for anyone who's actually trying to get more done in less time with less effort. So it's, for example, let's say if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an employee who is maybe works on a time basis where you need to get more done with less time, or you're just, there's different aspects of your life where you want to improve and you just maybe don't have the time, or you're often finding yourself with the excuse of, oh, I don't have time. This book would be perfect because you're going to be able to do get most of the results while spending literally 20% of the time. Alright, so the main idea for this book is obviously the 80-20 principle. The 80-20 principle is basically the idea that you can do 20% of the work and get 80% of the results, while 80% of your work is only going to bring you 20% of the results. The whole idea of this and the benefit that this brings you is basically that you're able to grab all your efforts and basically focus them towards the most beneficial 20%, so that you can save a lot of time, not waste your time doing the other 80% while getting 80% of the results, if that makes sense. So a lot of this book is actually just telling you examples so you can actually learn to find them in your daily life. So for example, one huge one for most of us is our workday. So for example, is the fact that if you were to grab 20% of your workday and really focus, you would be able to get done just as much work as a full day's of work. Because let's say in an 8-hour workday, there's a lot of time that you spend either working slowly, not working, on break, a million things. But if you really were to sum that up into 20% of that time and really focus, you'd be able to get at least 80% of the workload done in that day. Another huge one is your social life. This one's something most of us don't really think about a lot, but let's say you were to list 10 friends. I bet you around 2 to 3 of them are going to bring you the majority of your happiness, of your joy. They're gonna be the most enjoyable people, and they're gonna be people that are actually bringing that happiness benefit into your life. Another one for business and entrepreneurs is your customers. Your customers, around 20% of your customers are bringing you 80% of your revenue. So that meaning that a very small portion of your customers are actually the ones buying the majority of your products, buying the majority of the quantity of your products, so that you can actually go ahead and focus on those people and try to sell them more. Also, you could also apply that to, let's say, if you have an online business, your traffic. 20% of your traffic is actually buying 80% of your products. The same way as 20% of your traffic sources are bringing you 80% of your traffic. Meaning, let's say you're doing social media, and you're running five accounts on different platforms. It's likely that one of those accounts is bringing you the vast majority of the traffic. So you've got to be actually looking out for these patterns so that you can actually go ahead and focus on 20%, on the most beneficial 20%. Alright guys, so the very most important message that you get from this video, besides understanding the 80-20 principle, hopefully you already knew about it, but the main thing that I want you to know from this book is that you have to go out and look for it. Go out and find this principle in your daily life. No matter what you do, no matter the way that your day goes, just try to look around in the things that you do, the things that happen, the people around you, every aspect. Try to find the 20% that's the most beneficial so you can actually capitalize on that and you get the best results. The main message of this entire book is just giving you examples so you can really engrave it in your head, so you can actually make it a habit to start looking for this pattern everywhere so you can get the best results for your very own life. I'm done. Alright guys, so if you did like this book, if you go ahead and download the book notes right in the description, you're going to get these 250 pages put into around 15. It's a downloadable PDF. You're going to get at least 90 to 95% of the value. Just go ahead and download that right now. Link in the description. Boom!